I think the pandemic has been a wake-up call, and it's been tough. I think one of the first things you realize is that marketing is viewed as a cost center, such that the first budgets to go are it's what we call discretionary budgets, and marketing is considered a discretionary budget, and boom, 50% is gone. You're like, okay, what do you do with that? So it's been a wake up call in terms of the way that we look at one, creating value for the company, two, creating value for articulating value with consumers, and also motivating the organization. You can imagine if suddenly you had 10 projects to do and now you almost have nothing to do. How do you look at it? So I think one is it forced us to look at how we spend the money a lot more carefully. I think we'll be a lot more thorough in squeezing the last. It's the value equation. We need to make sure that every single marketing dollar we spend is truly generating value. We have to balance between. Sometimes you find that we are paying agencies way too much, right? How do you make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck? Of course, still creating value for the agency, but creating value for the company. The way we communicate with the platforms on which you communicate to consumers. So one of the things that we've done is we've doubled down on our digital platforms. So we are really spending time trying to enhance our digital platforms, because with the pandemic, the percent increase in people using the internet, like between March and May, it was almost like 200% increase in people now using digital platforms. With that, we are actually going to launch. We've launched an e-commerce project. So it's going to be the first time that we're doing e-commerce for the entire group, and that's sponsored by myself and Andrew Haycourt. And that's in recognition to the fact that we've always known that our customers and a lot of our affluent customers, not just affluent, actually, literally, a lot of our customers start their purchase journey online, and then they go offline to purchase. Now, what you're saying is you can actually start your purchase journey online, and we will help you complete it online. So I think we always wanted to do e-commerce. It's on our, if you look at from a company, it's one of the things that we've always wanted to do. But I think the pandemic has brought it a lot closer. Digital is something that we've wanted to do and we've been doing, but I think the pandemic has allowed us to just focus on it to make sure that the quality of the content that is out there is a whole lot better than everybody else. As I said before, interrogating every single cost that we have to make sure that we are spending our dollars wisely. Empowering employees as well, so that they're prepared for the digital world. We're going to be we're building a capability program that will be across all marketing aspects. But digital is one thing that we want to make sure that when you say digital, what does it mean? Is it I give you a PDF and I say that's digital? Is it I give you an app and I say that's digital? So it's trying to get people to think digital, talk digital, execute digital. When you think of the campaigns that we do, typically campaigns have always started with maybe a TV copy or a radio copy, and then digital follows. We now want to flip it, and we are saying that we will start with digital, and then TV and radio will follow, because a lot of our consumers today, and especially the younger ones, are digital natives. They start on digital. Well, my generation, we first go to the brick and mortar, and then we might worry about comparing prices on digital. These are the guys, it's the other way around. So I think the pandemic has taught us that we can be a lot more deliberate with how we are spending our money, and also we also need to move quicker so that we meet the consumer, the customer, where they are, and now their preferences. I mean, digital is still small. Let's not kid ourselves. It's still, economy today is still very small. But if I look at the split today, people older than 35 or people older than 40. Those on digital, I think, is probably less than 10%. But if you look at people between 18 and 35, 40, 50, 60% of them are on digital. But those are the guys you're going to be targeting in the next 10 years, the next 5 years. So you need to be ready for them. And I think the pandemic has kind of forced us to think that quickly, to execute now, to make sure we are ready in the future.